the live stream has been set up.
Okay.
And Nick just
Looks
joined.
like Nick joined, yep.
Hi.
Oh, good. Great. Fantastic.
I don't see him yet, though.
I
He's
see
in
him.
the middle. Well, he's in my middle.
Ah,
Yeah. You can touch your arrow and find him. This meeting is officially called to order, board, on January 6, 2021 at 4 p.m. virtually. Welcome back, everyone, and a happy new year. We're looking forward to a bright and hopeful one. And thank you for your continued dedication and commitment to this board and the Wake Forest Charter Academy family. Madam Secretary, are there any requests via the board email for public comment?
no, Madam President, not at this time that I'm aware of.
All righty, thank you very much. Then roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Madam President. We'll
You're
begin
welcome.
with Hilda Parlay.
Present.
Hilda Parlay is present. Marilyn Bonnet.
Present.
Marilyn Bonnet is present. Mark Marley is not present at this time. Selena Gary is present. Nicholas Gorneau.
Present.
Nicholas Gorneau is present. Scott Dable.
Present,
Scott Dable is present. Willie Thompson. Willie Thompson has not responded at this time, so he is not here. Madam President, that is the roll call for board members, and we do have a quorum at this time. 2 board members are still absent, Mark Marley and Willie Thompson. I will now make the roll call for our non-board members. We'll begin with Khaditra Cooper.
Present.
Khaditra Cooper is present. Principal Brandy Gill.
Present.
Principal Gill is present. Donna Rasco.
Present.
Donna Rasco is present. Do we have any guests?
Not at this time.
No guests at this time. So, Madam President, that concludes the roll call.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. Approval of the agenda. I would like to, I know we can make it as part of discussions, but I may as well do it now. I would like to add closed session to the agenda after discussion items, and then the enumeration after that can be adjusted. Again, I would like to add a closed session after the discussion items. Is there anything anybody else sees? If not, is there a motion, please?
Madam President, it's Marilyn.
I
I move to approve the agenda with the addition of item number 9, closed session.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll
Madam
second.
President, it's Scott.
All righty. It has been moved by Marilyn Burnett and seconded by Scott Dable that we approve the amended agenda adding closed session as item number 9. And I will add to adjust the other numbers or numeration below that. Any more discussion on the matter? If not, roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Madam President.
Mhm.
Hilda Parlay.
Approves.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Bonnet.
Approve.
Marilyn Bonnet approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Gorneau.
Approves.
Nicholas Gorneau approves. Scott Dable.
Approves,
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approved.
Willie Thompson approves. Madam President, we have unanimous approval of those present to add to the excuse me, to add to the agenda a closed session, which will be identified as number 9 on the agenda. And then we will renumber the following agenda items.
All righty, thank you very much, board. And Mr. Willie, would you tell us the time that you joined the meeting?
4:03.
4:03, so noted. Thank you very much. Board organizational matters? I have none. Are there any others? Thank you very much. President's report. Oh, there it is already. The average daily membership as of January 5th, 2021, we have capacity in over 760 students enrolled, 762. The available seats is 11. And
I'm sorry.
that's okay. There you go. And the wait list has 1,051. So we dropped just a little bit with that. So we have 762 children enrolled, 11 available seats, and 1,051 students on the wait list. We are still strong, although the times may have dictated that we would not still be as strong as we are. All righty, for the allotments. This is as of December 23rd, 2020. The State Public School Fund subtotal, $4,834,605.50. And you see the line items all listed above, most of which are the coronavirus funds. The federal funds subtotal $125,850, and you see the line items for those, and the grand total $4,960,455.50. Questions about my report? If not, that is it. Thank you very much, board. Management reports, Principal Gill.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Here, I'm going to pull up very quickly. There's a thank you for you guys. From our students at Wake Forest Charter.
That is so touching.
My name is Lily Duncan, and I love my teacher, Misty, and I'd like to play on the playground with my friends. My name is Olivia Hunt. I'm first grade. I'm 7 years old. I like reading groups, and I also like math, like when you do the math equations, and I like addition, and I like my teachers. I like Miss Turner and Miss Lewis and Miss McGovern. And yeah. Hi, I'm Abby Badiger in second grade, and what I love about Wake Forest Charter are all the fun days we get to dress up like Energy Bus Week and all the fun activities we get to do. Always on those days, I'm very excited to see my teachers and friends dressed up in their costumes, smiling at me. I also love that when I enter the building, all I hear are the teachers and deans saying good morning to me and Matthew. That is really why I love my school and so thankful to be in it. Hi, I am Matthew Badiger in second grade. I love Wake Forest Charter because it is so fun. I go to see my teachers and friends at school. My teachers on the computer make learning awesome. I can't wait to see my friends. And I love when the teachers play the game with us like I love to see my friends. I can't wait to see my friends and teachers in person. name is Emily Dolores, and I'm a fourth grader at Wake Forest Charter Academy. What I like about the school is my teachers. I love Miss Cat, but she's not here anymore. And I liked our field trips. They were super fun. I liked the zoo and the science museum. And I like learning about morals very much. And I won the award for self-control. And I love Wake Forest Charter Academy. It's really fun.
My name is and I am in fourth grade at Wake Forest Charter Academy. I like my school a lot because it is not only the place where we go to. It's like our second home where we spend a big part of our time. School helps me to obtain new knowledges that will allow me to enter college and university to get a good paid job. I found a lot of interesting people and became friends with them. Every morning, I enjoy sharing good news to my classmates. I have wonderful teachers. Miss Garvin, Miss Faircloth, and Miss Talc always teach me something new every day. I love turning on my computer to find the funny message Miss Garvin posted to encourage us for the coming studying day. I love Miss Talc's stories she reads us every day. I adore math lessons with Miss Faircloth. She challenges me, and that's what keeps me going. They taught me to be disciplined, self-sustained, and responsible person who's not afraid of making the right decisions and following the set goal. I want to thank all my teachers for everything they did for us.
Hi, my name is Ailey, and I'm in fourth grade. WFCA is an amazing school because the students work so hard to achieve their goals. All of our friends and all of our teachers work hard and are so patient with all the students. All of my classmates support one another and help each other if they ever need it. Sometimes the assignments are hard, but if you focus at it becomes much easier. You also make lots of new friends. The whole school encourages you to try new things. We also have many fun activities each year. The teachers give us a great learning environment. That is why Wake Forest Charter Academy is a great school. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Dickens, a 6th grader at our school, WFCA. I am new here, but my experience has been great so far. Since we're in the coronavirus pandemic, school has been hard, and I've worried about my grades several times. But my teachers have been so helpful. They're all super nice, and they're always there for me. I feel so welcomed here. At my old school, we had a lot of bullying issues, and we also did not have a moral focus class. So when I came here, I felt much more confident about being who I am. I love how the school encourages good behavior. I also like that the school does cool contests. I have recently entered in the art contest and the writing contest. I've learned so much already. I appreciate the school. Thank you for everything.
Hi, my name is Matthew Wisgrig. I have been a scholar at Wake Forest Charter Academy since the doors opened. I started Wake Forest Charter Academy as a 1st grader. I am now a 7th grader. The things I like most about Wake Forest Charter Academy are always feeling welcome in the positive environment. I have also had the opportunity to learn from some awesome teachers. My teachers have always been there to answer any questions about my work and also to encourage me as I learn and grow. I was able to play on our school soccer team my 6th grade year, and 2 of my teachers came to cheer me on. I also like learning about our more focused virtues. Wake Forest Charter Academy does a great job teaching me to incorporate our moral focus virtues in my everyday life. Thank you to all of my teachers and amazing staff for creating an environment where I can learn and grow. Sincerely, Matthew Wisgrig.
My name is Luke Rockamore, and I'm in the 8th grade. I've been here a long time, and it has been a great journey. In WFCA, you go through a lot of life learning experiences, and it's good to know that there are very nice teachers and staff to help you out. In WFCA, there is a warm vibe to it, like a wolf pack, where you can learn and have fun in class at the same time. This year has been a pretty tough year, and to all the board members, I thank them for persevering through this chaotic year and helping us through what seems like a never-ending difficult time. Thank you for making WFCA full of kindness and love, and I am proud to be part of the WFCA family.
I'm an 8th grade student at Wake Forest Charter Academy. I first started attending this school in 2nd grade, And ever since then, have enjoyed so much of it. The teachers, friends, principals, field trips, WFCA has never failed to set me up for success. I've really enjoyed the extracurricular activities such as NJHS and the big focus on moral virtues. I just really want to say thank you to all my principal, deans, and teachers for not only teaching me academic knowledge, but lessons on for my personal and academic life. Thank you.
Well, that was a thank you to the board and for board appreciation. I'm going to try to go back and find my my report. I may need your help, Khadijah. It looks like I may have lost it.
Okay.
Accidentally closed it here. Let me see if I can pull it up again. Yeah, it's not letting me pull it up for some reason. It seems to not give me that tab.
Did you close out of the other?
Let me see, that may be why.
It's okay, I can pull it up really quick.
Yeah, for some reason, it's still not coming up.
No problem. Give me one moment.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Ms. Gill,
There we go.
please do say thank you to the students and to the teachers and people who did the production. It was touching. It was very, very well done.
Well, thank you. That was compliments of our new technology teacher. She worked really hard on putting that together. She did a great job.
Yes, it was very good. But I do have a comment to make. If I'm out of turn, let me know, someone. We tend to want diversity, however.
Yes.
So in the future.
Definitely, we'll do that. Thank you, Khadijah.
You're welcome.
So the first topic up there, I got really excited about giving the board appreciation, and we do really appreciate you guys this month. So I wanted to make sure to show that first, but to go back to action item 1, which is our learning model preference survey, just to let you guys know that that did go out upon our return to school on Monday. It went out to parents. I'm sorry, actually Sunday evening. And parents have until the 15th to respond to the survey. And it looks like so far we have about 199 responses to their learning model preference going into third trimester. So I will, in our next board meeting, I will have finalized numbers to report out for you guys. Next up is another highlight. Dean Hancock did have her baby, a beautiful baby boy, and both mom and baby are very healthy and well. Dean Denby is still with us. She has not yet gone out on maternity leave, so she's still working. And going on to number 3, looking at the progress towards our charter goals. In your packet on page 25, you will see the NWEA data.
Principal Gill, can we discuss this piece of it when we get to that part of the agenda?
Sure, no problem. I can skip forward to the check-in, the final check-in scores to talk about that a little bit. And here you can see a chart. NHA does call it an interim. In North Carolina, we refer to it as a check-in 1. So there you can see how many students have taken it, and you can quickly see that 46% of our students scored a 3 or above on the ELA portion of the check-in, and 42% scored at a 3 or above for the math. The next chart kind of breaks that down by grade level for you.
Principal Gill, before you move forward, can you explain to them what the numbers mean? Mr. Thompson is new.
Yes, so the numbers in regards to 1, 2, 3, and 4 just simply mean how the kids are doing. 1s and 2s are considered below grade level. 3s and 4s are on grade level. And then a 2.5 is something that NHA puts in there that we consider our bubble kids. And those are the students that we target during our tutoring sessions and small groups to make sure that they meet their academics and are working towards proficiency in the next assessment.
Thank you.
So here you can see a breakdown by grade level of our finalized check-in scores. Again, NHA refers to that as our interim 1. Most grade levels received from language arts, most grade levels received a 60% or higher, which is really good. And then in math, interim 1, most of our grade levels received a 55% or higher. Overall, math, when we do talk about this in MWA, math is more of a focus than our ELA scores. Our students tend to struggle a little bit more in math, but we are focusing on math instructional strategies in our professional learning committee meetings. We have those once a month, and then teachers also talk about that in vertical meetings. And we also, as you may remember, we have tutoring that will be starting this month to further support our students after school. So our next item, our second goal is our budget, which we are looking good on that. And then our goal 3, our average daily attendance is maintaining at 98%. So we're doing good with our overall attendance. Looking at number 4, our parent network updates. We have from the parent network meeting in December. We wanted to move forward with Booster-a-thon. We discussed moving forward with Booster-a-thon as a fundraiser in March, and they are finalizing maybe 1 or 2 fundraisers. We are trying to work on finalizing construction for the basketball court. My understanding right now, we are looking for the engineers to finalize, I guess, like some of the construction pieces of it. And once they have finalized that and give us a final cost, we'll be ready to move forward. And that's what we talked about in our December meeting. I will be following up with NHA in regards to hopefully receiving a final date to start construction very soon. Some upcoming events, January and the first half of February are our benchmark months. And so our students are working on iReady testing, North Carolina check-ins to help us gauge where they are academically and moving forward with instruction and preparing them for our EOGs at the end of the year. We have an enrollment information meeting on tomorrow. It's a midday, and we've had really good attendance at those meetings. And we do not have school on January 18th for Martin Luther King holiday. Some staff updates for you guys. Our ELL teaching position is open. We are actively interviewing for that. We have a special education para position open that's part-time, as well as recess aides. All 3 positions are actively being interviewed for. Any questions or concerns for me?
Yes, Principal Brown, this is Selena Gary.
Yes.
How are we doing in terms of recruiting substitute teachers?
So right now, we have possibly 3 to 4. I know that Ms. Ray, our registrar, is working. I did have an email come across today of a new substitute. So she is working on that. I believe that places us around 4 substitutes. But again, our substitutes are not solely for Wake Forest Charter. They usually pair those with Roseville, and some of them still work with Wake County.
So how many substitutes do we actually have that would be are currently dedicated only to Wake Forest Charter?
1. And that sub is covering Ms. Hathaway, who is coming out of the classroom to support with our deans being out for maternity leave. But she's only coming out of the classroom twice a week to support with those responsibilities.
Principal Gill, just to confirm, you said you have 3 or 4 shared substitutes and 1 dedicated substitute?
Yes.
Any more questions, board? Thank you, Principal Brown.
Yes. Principal Gill, but yes.
I'm sorry. All habits never die, they just fade away.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about that. Excuse me, please. All right, and that's it, Principal Gill?
I'm sorry, could you repeat your question?
And that's it, before I go on?
Yes, ma'am, that's all I have.
All righty, thank you very much. Okay, board, the 2021-2022 offered seat schedule. It didn't look like there was any changes. I don't know whether Khadija will show it to us again, the spreadsheet.
Yes, ma'am. Give me one moment.
Students per grade for 21-22.
Okay. Here we go. All right, so I'll do the 2021 initially, and then I'll scroll down a little bit so you can see the 2020, 2021. They're the same numbers.
Looks the same, yes. Okay, now you say our maximum charter enrollment is 991. Explain that, please, ma'am.
Yes. I need to go back and look exactly at the charter contract and see if that number is stipulated in there, because I'll admit this caught me off guard just now when you just mentioned that. I was making sure the numbers matched up.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely seek enrollment to.
Excuse me. Or it may be applications. I don't recall, in board, you can correct me, that we would have that number as a maximum number. And I was thinking that 750 was our max, but correct me if I'm wrong. Any board member, please.
Principal Gill, what is your capacity?
So I understand the capacity to be 760.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll have to follow up on that for you all to make sure.
Okay, good. Well, that's what was on the ADM, of course, was 760.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to 2012, if you will. All righty. Questions or comments from anyone else about the seating schedule or the seats? Okay, we'll move along. Thank you very much. Board fund report, please, Ms. Cooper.
Yes. The board fund report is as of December 21st, 2020. You all have an available balance of $35,563.57.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any questions about what's included on your board fund report?
I had none. Scott, do you have any?
No, I don't see anything. It looks okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? All righty, moving right along. Thank you very much. Monthly financial statements. Ms. Cooper?
Madam President, I would like to say we skipped over the NWEA proficiency and growth information.
I don't see it on the agenda.
It's under the school performance dashboard. Hold on.
Okay, Principal Gill. I guess that's why I asked, was there anything else?
Yes, the proficiency and growth right here.
Yeah, okay. Principal Gill, you want to back up and do that, please? Thank you.
Sure, no problem. I was going to cover it earlier, so I was waiting for the go to cover it. So here you'll see some NWEA. I wrote up some for you guys, and what you'll see is that our students when we're looking at all of our students in the first chart there, when we're looking at growth for all students, we have students increased in reading growth from 52% in 2019 to 58% in the fall of 2020. And then in that chart under where it says NWEA proficiency, from fall to fall proficiency, accounting for the learning loss and the time out of school, students, the overall student body only showed a -3% in all subjects. So I feel like we are doing a good job in our reading. Again, just when we're looking at these particular charts and thinking back to when I was discussing our check-in, math is our area of focus for all of our students. The next chart on page 26 looks at our free and reduced lunch population. This student population showed growth in both reading and math from fall to fall. From fall 2019 to 2020, reading proficiency has increased from 67% to 72%. Again, our students are strong in reading. So, we are definitely very proud of them for that. And looking at our EL population, which is on page 27. So although our EL student proficiency decreased, our EL students made gains in math growth from 38% to 73%. And then all growth, they hit 67% total, which is a big increase from 2019. And the last student population that is covered on page 28 are our IEP students. Our IEP students showed growth in math and reading, as well as increase in proficiency in both subjects. So just to kind of summarize, overall, we know that we need to focus on math instruction and supporting our kids there and maintaining our reading growth and proficiency for our students.
Okay. Thank you very much, Principal Gill.
No problem. Any questions?
Questions or comments, board? All righty, very detailed. Love the graphics. Love the graphics. All righty, we'll pick up then with the treasurer's report. Did Mark ever show any signs that Mark has come in?
No, he has not.
All righty, thank you. Then there will be no treasurer's report today. Discussion items. Board self-evaluation and evaluation of NHA. Annual.
Yes, this is an annual item. We spoke about it a few months ago, just to kind of put it on the board's radar that it was coming up, and you guys can take the opportunity to decide when you would like to do this board self-evaluation between now and the June timeframe. In addition, you'll do the NHA evaluation, and also I have a note out to Zach in order to schedule a time to come in and do the principal evaluation as well. So I haven't received confirmation of the schedule just yet.
All righty, thank you very much. We know what to do, right, board? Okay, questions or comments about that?
Madam?
Thank you, Ms. Cooper. All righty, board terms and resignations. Resignations don't pertain to us, but you can chat about the board terms if you like, Ms. Cooper.
Sure. Pretty much the only thing that this is just kind of getting a pulse of the board, just to let you guys know where your current term is, and to just have any conversations that may pop up. So I'll just read off everyone's current term and when the expiration date is. So June 2021, we have Mark, Selena, and Nick. June 2022, we have Hilda and Scott. June 2023, Marilyn and Willie.
Thank you very much. And that's always shown in the minutes too, along with the roll call.
Yes.
And that is required that we have that there. So that's good. That is always included with our minutes or precedes our minutes. Questions or comments about those two items? All right, then. I move that we go into closed session to discuss confidential student matters pursuant to FERPA. Again, I move that we go into closed session to discuss confidential student matters pursuant to FERPA.
Madam President, this is Nicholas Gorno. I second that motion.
Thank you very much. It's been moved by Hilda Parlay and seconded by Nicholas Gorno that we go into closed session to discuss confidential student matters pursuant to FERPA. Discussion. Not all those in favor. Roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Madam President. Hilda Parlay.
Approved.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Bonnet.
Approve.
Marilyn Bonnet approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Gorno.
Approves.
Nicholas Gorno approves. Scott Dable.
Approves.
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approved.
Willie Thompson approves. We have a unanimous decision by those board members present to go into closed session to discuss confidential student matters under FERPA.
Thank you very much. And make a note that we are now going into closed session at 4:35 p.m. And I believe Khadija is going to give
Yes.
us a meeting room.
And just to confirm, is everyone going into closed session? Including Brandy and
Yes.
myself? Okay.
Yes. Okie dokie.
Here we go.
Waiting on Scott.
Thank you.
I'm here.
All right.
There it is. I'm here.
All right, is that everyone?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Action items. Approval of the December 2nd, 2020 board meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
Madam, it's Marilyn.
Madam Vice President,
I move to approve the minutes.
is there a second? Is there
Madam
a
President,
second?
this is Nicholas Gorno. I second that motion.
Thank you very much. It has been moved by Marilyn Manette and seconded by Nicholas Cornell that we approve the December 2nd, 2020 board meeting minutes. Discussion.
Madam President,
Yes.
I have one comment, and it is as to both the December 2nd and the December 16 minutes. And this is something that's come up before, so I would welcome Kaditra's input to help me figure out how to make it happen. As you know, we continue to be under an emergency order because of the pandemic. And so there are various things that we're having to do under the open meetings law. One of which is that you are, of course, allowed to meet remotely. This provision of the open meetings law, though, requires that minutes of a remote meeting shall reflect that the meeting was conducted by use of simultaneous communication and which members were participating by simultaneous communication. So we have recommended that the minutes include that specific statement in as much as the statute says that the minutes shall reflect. So in the past, we have recommended that right before call to order, rather than saying that everybody was participating virtually, that the language be the meeting was conducted by use of simultaneous communication and all board members participated by simultaneous communication, just to make sure that the board can check that box. I worry a lot, well, I don't worry a lot, but I do worry that the longer we are in this pandemic and those requirements are in place, you know, the more meetings that this board and any other board has, the more likely you are that somebody's going to pick up a set of minutes and go, aha, they were not in compliance with the remote meeting law at that point in time. So that would be, and I apologize for the long comment, but it's come up several times that it is relevant to any minutes that are produced during this time.
Thank you, Attorney
So,
Rasko.
Attorney
I have
Rasko.
seen it, but maybe not in those exact terms that you stated. Was someone else about to make a comment?
Yeah, no, it was Scott. I was just going to ask, so kind of at the top where it says at remote meeting, you know, with the Zoom call, the passcode, and then the board of directors that were present or not present, that doesn't cover us?
So that's a good question. My recommendation is that because the statute uses the word shall, and it says the minutes of the remote meeting shall reflect that the meeting was conducted by use of simultaneous communication and which board members were participating by simultaneous communication. My advice is that you best cover yourselves to demonstrate compliance with that law if you put that sentence in, because there's actually more than one way to conduct a meeting by simultaneous communication. And having Zoom at the top and everything you have there still doesn't necessarily check the box of simultaneous communication for all members. Also, quite frankly, you know, if anybody's going to pursue this against you, it's going to be somebody who's going to be very, very nitpicky. And they're going to spend
Yep.
time and money arguing with you whether a Zoom meeting is really fulfills the statute. That's why my advice is just write exactly what the statute says, you check the box and move on.
Understood.
All righty, thank you, Attorney Rasko. Duly noted, duly noted. Any more discussion? Not all those in favor, roll.
Thank you, Madam President. Hilda Parlay.
Approve.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Burnett.
Approve.
Marilyn Burnett approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Gorno.
Approves.
Nicholas Gorno approves. Scott Dable.
Approves.
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approved.
Willie Thompson approves. We have a unanimous decision regarding the approval of the December 2nd, 2020 board meeting minutes as amended by the recommendation of Donna Rasco, our attorney.
Thank you. Would you call that an amendment per se, Attorney Rasco? It was under discussion.
It's up to the board as to whether you want to formally declare it an amendment or not.
Madam, may we call it a clarification?
I would think so, more so than an amendment.
Okay.
Right. But going forward, of course, we would do that since it was under discussion. All righty. Thank you very much, board. Now, approval of the December 16, 2020 special board meeting minutes. I move that we approve.
I second the motion.
It has been moved by Hilda Parlay and seconded by Selena Garrett that we approve the December 16, 2020 special board meeting minutes. Discussion? Not all those in favor. Roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you. Hilda Parlay.
Approve.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Bonnet.
Approve.
Marilyn Bonnet approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Gorneau.
Approves.
Nicholas Gorneau approves. Scott Dable.
Approved.
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approved.
Willie Thompson approves. We have unanimous approval of the December 16th, 2020 special board meeting minutes.
All right, thank you very much, board. Item C, appointment of the 2020-2021 audit firm. Okay, is there a motion?
Madam President, did you want to are you going to discuss changing audit firms or sticking with your same one?
When we get to discussion,
Okay.
we will. Is there a motion, first of all?
Madam, it's Marilyn.
Yes, Marilyn.
I move that we continue hiring Plant Moran.
Is there a second?
So Madam President, it's Scott, I'll second.
It's been moved by Marilyn Burnett and seconded by Scott Dable that we continue the use of Plant Moran as audit firm. Now, discussion. Board, I think after all of these years, that it is time for us to consider a local firm. And I did a little research, checking other boards, and it appears that at around 6 or 7 years of existence, some boards change auditors. And I think we're at that point. And can be given 3 for us to take a look at the next board meeting before we make a decision.
Madam, question?
Yes.
So the 3 that that you have in mind are not included in this document. So we would need to table.
I would think so, if that's what the board thinks.
Madam President, I believe that when we talked about this item last year, the selection of the audit firm, that we agreed at that time that we would consider researching a different firm this year. And we did discuss that we would like to look at local firms as well.
Yes, we did. Any other comments?
So Madam President, just for clarification,
yes,
the board would have until what, March, if we decided to research and decide on a different audit firm?
I would think it could be done by the February meeting. What pleases you, board? By February or by March?
I would recommend March.
Any other recommendations? I'm fine with March. So we have a motion. It has been seconded. We have discussion. So the vote can be not to approve the appointment of Plant Moran. So
Madam
Attorney
President,
Rasko.
I would like to make a motion
Okay.
not to approve at this time the appointment of Plant Moran as our 2020-2021 audit firm.
Okay, Attorney Rasko.
Yes, I think at this point, you have a motion and a second on the floor.
Yes.
And you've had your discussion, so your task would be to vote on that motion, and then you could have another motion. Based on your discussion, the other option you could do is to go ahead and vote on that motion. And it sounds like that you might very well, that motion might not pass. You don't really have to do any other action other than perhaps put this agenda item back on your agenda for your February and March meetings, and then take action later.
All righty, so we can approve yay or nay as we call, as Madam Secretary calls the roll.
Okay. Hilda Parlay,
Nay.
Marilyn Bonnet,
Okay, no.
nay. Selena Gary votes nay. Nicholas Cornell,
Nay.
nay. Scott Dable,
Nay.
Scott Dable votes nay. Willie Thompson,
No.
Willie Thompson votes no. We have a unanimous decision not to approve the appointment of Plant Moran for the 2021 audit year.
All righty, thank you very much, Madam Secretary and board members. Item D, approval of the 2021-2022 offered seats schedule. Is there a motion?
Madam President, this is Nicholas Cornell. I move to approve the 2021-2022 offered seat schedule as provided in our packet.
Thank you. Is there a second? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. It has been moved by Nicholas Cornell and seconded by Selena Gary that we approve the 2021-2022 offered seats schedule as noted in our packet. Discussion. Not all those in favor. Roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hilda Parlay.
Approved.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Bonnet.
Approve.
Marilyn Bonnet approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Cornell.
Approves.
Nicholas Cornell approves. Scott Dable.
Approves.
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approve.
Willie Thompson approves. We have a unanimous decision to approve the 2021-22 offered seat schedule as presented.
Thank you very much. All right, new business or next agenda. Any new business? Next agenda, I have two items. I would like to see, well, we said we would revisit the educational plan model for K-5. And I have a new one for us, Title IX, new rules/policy, something that we need to entertain. Oh, and I have a third, school equity. School equity. What that means and what the NC Access Equity Working Group is doing about it. And I can make that a part of my president's report. But it would be in my report, so it doesn't have to go on the agenda as an item per se. So again, the educational plan or model for K-5 and the new Title IX rule/policy that we would need to create. Any others for the next meeting's agenda?
Madam President,
Yes, Attorney Rasco.
it probably goes without saying, but based on your earlier conversation and vote, it looks like you need to make sure that you have the audit firm on the agenda. And then I would just say that based on our conversation in closed session about the student matter, I would full well expect that there'll be an update on that now that we actually have something pending.
All right, so you want the student matter, of course, to go back into closed session.
That's correct.
Okay, so we're adding the audit options, even though we said we were going to give ourselves until March. So the February meeting, we can at least discuss and then vote on it in March. Okay. So the audit option, and then of course, closed session again for an update on the confidential student matter. Any others? Okay, public comment. Any signs that I need to give guidelines, Ms. Cooper?
No, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Then I will forego those. And the announcements. All righty, it is time for another random selection for our board award. And Madam Vice President, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Scott, are you ready to do a couple of random numbers?
I will, if you can give me the maximum number.
Number 64.
Okay. So the first number is 24.
24 is good. Christy Dunphy, paraprofessional.
Oh, that's good.
And one more, please.
And the second number is 15.
15. Brandy Coombs, 7th, 8th grade teacher.
Good. All right. Thank you very much.
So I will send Principal Gill an email to request keywords for those two winners. Thank you.
All righty, and thank you too. And we were going to wish, well, still can wish Mark a happy birthday coming up, January 18th. All righty, any more announcements? Any more announcements? Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Madam President, it's Scott. I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second?
A second. This is Nick Cornell.
Thank you. It has been moved by Scott Table and seconded by Nicholas Cornell. With no further business, that we adjourn. Any more discussion about any matter on the agenda for today in open session? If not, all those in favor, roll call, please.
Thank you. Hilda Parlay.
Approves.
Hilda Parlay approves. Marilyn Burnett.
Approve.
Marilyn Burnett approves. Selena Gary approves. Nicholas Cornell.
Approve.
Nicholas Cornell approves. Scott Dable.
Approve.
Scott Dable approves. Willie Thompson.
Approved.
Willie Thompson approves. We have a unanimous decision to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much, board. We are officially adjourned at 5:23 p.m. Stay well and see you next month. Thank you for your support. All right.